Yeah, I don't really. I feel like we'll just continue bitching if we talk anymore.
We can talk about the Hall of Fame now.
Yeah, there's a bunch we can talk about. We can talk about something nice and like ease out of it.
I hate everything in this world. Anything, sure. Anything's talked about.
Like a Steve Atwater did get in again.
I was gonna give you something, Nathan. You stupid motherfucker.
We need to. Oh fucking hell! What?
Because he's the one y'all are keeping.
It's my patron saint. I'll put him next to my Jesus candle of helium. That's sick, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I got it like right when y'all. Or I ordered it the week y'all went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, this isn't getting here for another week. Fucking year later, finally got here.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with the quarterbacks, man.
Well, Nick Foles bought his contract out. He's off.
He's actually done that? I know that was like talking about.
He bought his contract out.
I missed that though.
Yeah. That was yesterday's news. I posted it on our Facebook.
Dude, the last 2 days. Yeah, I love wins. Let's talk about wins. How good of a Christian he is.
He prayed y'all's Super Bowl.
He prayed so hard that Foles wouldn't do it again, so that he could have a chance. There's all those reports about like him being an asshole.
Really?
Well, not like an asshole, but him
It's
just
kind of like
like
smug to.
Well, it's sort of like when he was in and like healthy, him and the coaches would sort of like get into it a little bit, and it was be like, "No, I don't want to do that. Those are Foles plays." Like,
What the fuck?
like he's sort of like it's sort of the mentality of like he's like was always the guy, and then like he's a number 2 overall pick. He's been dubbed like the future of the franchise, and then like some guy.
Schmuck. Oh.
Yeah, this like career backup comes in and like wins it. And it's like now he wants to like prove it he can do it his way. And also he's like 24 or something.
Yeah.
Like
He's what, like about to be 30? Something like
he's 29. He's like 5 years older.
God, yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
so he's just like doesn't get it yet, and he's just sort of.
I want Foles to go to the Broncos and win it for us.
It'd be an interesting.
So we have that to share.
Fuck. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad matchup.
It would.
I mean, not matchup edition.
Yeah. So the
What
Hall
are we
of Fame.
talking about?
So the Hall of Fame.
Great class.
Great class. I'm debatable on one guy, but great class overall.
The center.
No, Kevin Mawae definitely deserves it. 100% deserves it.
Who don't you?
Ty Law.
I don't know his numbers well.
So Ty Law,
He is like the play in the first Super Bowl that the Patriots won, and I think he's riding that a bit.
yes, but when I saw Hall of Fame predictions, like who was getting in, it was essentially right on like this class. But somebody had Steve Atwater go in instead of Champ Bailey, and Ty Law beat Champ Bailey out. And their argument was because Ty Law has 3 Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
But he was only a starter for one of them. So having 3 Super Bowls is like saying, oh, Garoppolo's in Hall of Famer because he's got like 2. It's bullshit.
Well, I mean, that's different, like a quarterback position to like a defensive back. Like you get rotated in a lot. You may not like Todd Gurley starting a game with
Asante
CJ
Samuels. It's like saying Asante Samuels is a Hall of Fame worthy player because he's got 2 Super Bowls. Yeah, he started the 2 Super Bowls, but after he was out of that team, he didn't do shit.
Like I said, I don't know his numbers, so I don't know if it's just riding the fact that he has 3 Super Bowls or if he's had any sort of like interception, prestige, or
So he has one less interception than Champ Bailey as far as his history goes. But if you look at the longevity, all of those interceptions happened in like the front of his career, and he played like the last half of it meaningless. Nothing like he was just like a schmuck. I mean, he was nobody. He played backup or starter on a really bad Jets defense. He was the counterpart to Champ Bailey for 1 year in Denver with Josh McDaniels as the coach. I mean, yeah, very bad defense, mind you. I'm not down with Tyler Lockett. And if you look at stats compared to Champ, like yearly stats, for like a large chunk, like I think they said like 2/3 of Ty Law's careers or career seasons, he averaged like 90 yards passed on him, and Champ Bailey for like his entire career averaged less than 30.
yeah, that's
So
90's a lot.
yeah. I mean, sure, it's not 100, which is what this next mark is where people are looking for. But yeah, 90's 90 fucking yards for real. It was
weird.
Yeah.
But other than that,
other than that,
Tony Gonzalez, one of the greatest to ever play.
The greatest tight end.
An amazing dude.
Oh yeah.
So happy for him as an individual. That was the bug. That was one clap.
What the fuck?
Give it up one time, Tony. But you'll see the thing. You'll see me. Like it's like in my eye.
Okay. Jesus
I'm gonna
Christ.
clap for anybody's being Ed motherfucking.
Dude.
So cool.
Dude, was it you who... Yeah, you told me, right?
Oh, about the time?
Yeah, the time?
Yeah.
Dude, that is fucking awesome.
So, for other people, there's...
Well, so the way it works.
Yeah, like, there's a bunch of steps to get into the Hall of Fame. But one of it is there's, like, a big committee that, like, made up of, like, other, like, old players.
For the finalists.
Like, current Hall of Famers and other stuff. Where it's, like, you're essentially, like, pitching your ability to be a Hall of Famer.
It's like a sponsor.
Yeah, somebody goes in, like your coach or like another famous like player that were, I think, when for Randy Moss, Chris Carter did his.
Oh, nice.
So like it's that kind of a relationship for the Hall of Fame like presentation, and it's like they're usually like 10 like minute things because like they'll go into all of your records, but then we'll talk about your impact and what you did as a man and all that. Like this year, like it was the longest presentations ever. Like there were 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, every player.
And it was, and then like it's a bunch of dudes, so that goes on forever. But everybody did that except Ed Reed's rep. Took 2 minutes to talk about Ed Reed. So he essentially just like listed how he's the greatest safety in the past like 30 years, and probably just said his name a couple of times, and then just like spat on the floor, and then just like
drop the mic.
You all know you're fucking voting for him anyway. Like, what are we doing here? Like, 2 minutes just to sum up.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
This class had arguably two of like the first ballot guys, Tony, Champ, and Ed, all easily like the best or top 3 in their positions. Period.
Oh yeah.
Period.
I mean, Tony Gonzalez is only second in receptions to Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Come on.
For real. He had the most
17 years or something.
He had the most yards, the most touchdowns. Yeah, easy. After that, we had Gil Brandt, who is a Cowboy, granted, but did like revolutionize the recruiting and the player not recruiting, player. What do you call it when you go and analyze players? Scouting. Yeah. Revolutionized the scouting game. We also had Johnny Robinson, who, granted, I think we could have passed on him and put Steve Atwater instead, but
until Atwater gets in, there's going to be like 3 guys that you think should get passed up.
Here's the thing. Champ broke the curse, man. Champ is the first Broncos defensive player to make it to the Hall of Fame.
Like, period? Or in a while?
No, period. The Broncos...
Defense are shit. Don't worry. You're going to get Atwater, and then in like 8 years, you'll get Fontenot.
Yeah, that's true. No, so...
He'll just show up in his farming outfit with a chicken in his overalls, like, still wearing those pervert glasses.
No, so yeah, Champ Bailey is the first Broncos defensive player to make it to the Hall of Fame. I think this is going to break the curse. I think we're going to see just like a rush of Broncos players coming in. The Rhino needs to get in eventually. Gradishar needs to get in. Statistically, just look at his stats. He's easily like top 3 middle linebackers in his generation, and he played at a time with Jack Ham, fucking
back when you could be a linebacker.
Jack Lambert, yeah, or Lambert, right? No, Jack. The fucking he lost his teeth. He's a Steelers.
I can picture him. I just don't know. Not Lane Beaver.
No, it's not. Whatever, but. Yeah, and then, I mean, of course, Steve, it's just, yeah, it's flabbergasting, but whatever.
All around, great class.
Yeah.
Happy for all the guys.
Oh, yeah. Easy. Except for Tell Fuck that guy. Fuck that. He was a Patriot for a long time. Fuck the Patriots.
We're not talking about the Patriots anymore.
All right, I'm sorry.
Do we know who's up next year? Other than Atwater?
I don't know.
Edit.
But, okay, so while you're looking that up, I will say this. Tom Flores was my other snub that I
saw your post about that. It's really
Oh! Fucking Pat Bowlen. I don't fucking Pat Bowlen, man. Broncos coach. I'm sorry, owner.
Oh, yeah.
That was fucking awesome. So, yeah, hell yes. Pat Bowlen. And hope he's doing well. He's fighting dementia right now. So. But, yes. So I will make my case while Nathan does some hard...
First name up, Troy Polamalu. If he does not get...
Steve Warr's not getting it.
I mean, that's top of the list. Troy Polamalu.
Dude, God
like,
damn it.
him and Brian Dawkins are my favorite safeties of all time. They're so...
You have to look at Steve Atwater's stats. If those two are your favorite, you have to look at Steve Atwater. And because Ed Reed and Dawkins credit Steve Atwater for...
Well, yeah, I understand, because like that was like the guy like when they were coming up. So yeah, of course you're gonna do that.
If you like those
guys,
they're
like when I was
I get you.
Let me like who I like. I don't know this Steve Allen water.
Wow.
Wow. Steve Hutchinson is up.
I think he was up this year too. I think he's just like somebody who didn't make it.
Don Coryell, a coach.
Oh yeah, Don Coryell. Isn't that the Chargers guy?
Looks like it.
Yeah, he did a lot to change offense. But Tom Flores, first minority player or quarterback to win a Super Bowl with the Raiders.
This is sorry to interrupt, but the thing I was reading is obviously old because it predicted Ty Law wouldn't get in, so it was like he didn't make it his first time, so we should get it now. That's funny. Continue. I'm sorry.
Tom Flores needs to go in. First minority player to win a Super Bowl with the Raiders. Then the first minority coach to win a Super Bowl as a head coach with the Raiders. He won 2. And he also coached the second minority quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl, Jim Plunkett. Also, again, with the Raiders, of course. So Raiders have the first 2 minority quarterbacks winning the Super Bowl, both of them Mexican, and has the first head coach who is a minority Tom Flores to win a Super Bowl. So Tom Flores has 4 Super Bowls in his career. Needs to go into the Hall. Needs to. It is a crime he's not in. I hope he makes it in while he's still alive. He's like 80 right now. But he's like kicking it. Like he's still going. He's still, hauling ass. So I really hope he gets in next year. Those are going to be my 2 must-ins besides, I guess, fucking Troy Polamalu. So
a couple other names. Reggie Wayne.
I don't know if he's a first ballot.
Yeah.
I could see Marvin Harrison. I didn't think Marvin Harrison was a first ballot, but I was fine with him being a first ballot. I don't know about Reggie Wayne.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about him.
Yeah.
Patrick Willis.
Ooh,
Justin
he might
Smith.
be. I don't know, Justin Smith.
Patrick Willis, I think, is probably a good choice.
He might be. His good thing for him is that he retired like literally at the top of his career, peak of his career.
The problem with this right now is everybody is like, I read like 3 articles, and pretty much is like, this next year coming up, it's like, yeah, definitely Polamalu, then like maybe a couple of these guys, but it's like, you really need to, if you're a fringe guy, you need it to be this year, because next year it's like Peyton Manning, Calvin Johnson, and like a bunch of other, like a few other names that are like, if they're not first ballot, they're probably going to be second. So it's like, this is the year to campaign for Atwater.
Atwater and Tom Flores and Polamalu have to go in. Fuck. Damn, that sucks. That sucks.
Yeah, it's sort of like a little bit of a lull before how, like,
Has Peyton Manning been out for 5 years?
Yeah, man. Because you retired after you guys won.
Wow, 2015. Fuck. Damn. Yep. We're working on 4 years without Peyton.
Yeah.
Fuck. Damn, dude, that's crazy. His brother's still in it. It's ridiculous.
What's their age difference?
Peyton got drafted in 98, I think.
99.
Was it 98 or 99?
I believe it was 99.
And then Eli went into the league, I think, about 2004.
Because it was the year like Phillip Rivers was going in, and whatever that other quarterback's name is. So
Him, Phillip Rivers, and Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah. Peyton Manning.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Wow. Man, so it was a good class. It was a good class. I feel like we're missing somebody who made it, but
no, we're good. If not, fuck them.
I do want to.
Peyton's 42, and Eli is 38. It was only like
4 years.
4.5 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Should Eli get in the Hall of Fame?
No, because if you look at QB stats, I don't think he's even.
He's trash.
I don't just
statistically as a quarterback, he's trash.
Yeah, no, I don't think he should be.
He's Andy Dalton.
Archie Manning's not in the Hall, is he?
I think he is, because I mean, what else did the Saints have for 20 years
I
other
don't
than
think
Archie
he's in
Manning?
the Hall.
I'll look. Continue.
I don't think he should be in the Hall. Actually, looking at that class, I don't think any 3 of those quarterbacks should be in the Hall.
I mean, Roethlisberger's getting in.
Yeah.
As much as he shouldn't.
Well, so here's the thing: is Roethlisberger's stats better than Eli's? Really?
Definitely. Ben Roethlisberger's consistently like a touchdown leader in the NFL. By leader, I mean like top 8 at least. And he's mobile, so he's got rushing yards, which is like a good thing for a quarterback.
It's a little perk.
2 Super Bowl rings, at least one of them was MVP.
Eli got MVP.
Well, I'm just talking about Ben right now, even though I fucking hate him. And plus, he's a Steelers quarterback. Like,
yeah, that's true.
He's got that cachet.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to get in. Rivers, he'll be like, if he gets in, it'll be a few years after his eligibility starts. because he's not going to get a ring. This was the year to get a ring, and he couldn't do it.
You don't think they're going to be better next year? I think they're going to be better next year. That's the problem.
I feel like
They're so young.
Like, I don't know. I feel like the win might have gotten out of their sails a bit after how fucking hard they got dicked in the playoffs.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Because this team was
because the Patriots are only going to get better next year, which is the thing that sucks. So they've got 12 draft picks. And they have a bunch of cap space because everybody
everybody on there is like
that
paid for $5.
That stat that everybody kept sharing was like, next year Brandon Cooks is going to get paid more than Edelman's made his entire career. Like,
oh my god,
like he's getting paid nothing. Like everybody in the Patriots organization is like, yeah, I'll take probably 40% of what I'm worth for a fucking ring.
That's true. That's true.
It says Archie's in the College Football Hall of Fame, but it does not look like he's in the NFL.
Yeah, I don't think he was. He was on some pretty bad scenes.
Well, he was on the 8s.
Yeah.
He was like the main guy.
He had some good stats. I saw that somebody
He's
was
in the
making
Saints
a
Hall of Fame. What's the difference between being in the New Orleans Saints Hall of Fame and the New Orleans Saints Ring of Honor? Does that mean his number's retired or something? Or it's like the ring of like the numbers?
Probably. Yeah, probably. Like,
you were saying you want the Rams to win next year. I want the Saints. I desperately want Breeze to get number 2.
yeah.
Because he needs to be talked about on the level of the greats. And I feel like if he gets 2, it's going to be hard to deny him any position.
Yeah. What my friend's wife was saying, and I might have mentioned it on here before, was that
There you go, friends. Fuck you.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
By the way, thank you for my gift.
I feel like no matter what we say, I'm going to be recording or like editing this, and that's where this is going to
I mean, yeah, what else? Where are we going to go?